Inside a bed manufacturing company in Korea, the process begins with a rectangular mold into which a specific amount of PU foam, polyurethane foam, is poured using a machine. This foam is one of the most commonly used materials in bed production and is available in different densities. As the foam cools down, it begins to expand and rise. After a certain amount of time, the foam fully rises and becomes fluffy. Then, a group of workers carefully breaks the mold and slowly removes the formed block of foam. In the next step, the foam block is wrapped in a thin layer of polythene. Using a forklift machine, the foam block is then moved to a hydraulic press. The press applies a specific amount of pressure to the foam block, giving it a perfect and uniform shape. Next, the foam is taken to the cutting table, where it is sliced evenly into smaller blocks shaped like beds. Using extremely sharp blades, the foam is quickly and cleanly cut, and watching it is honestly very satisfying. These cut foam pieces are then taken by the workers for the next stage of the process. Now, from another machine, metal wires of a certain length are passed through a small hole and end up in a larger spring-forming machine on the other side. You might be wondering, what do these metal wires have to do with beds? Well, these wires are used to make flexible and long-lasting springs, which make beds more resilient and durable. A roll of knitted fabric or stretchable cloth is then used to wrap around each spring unit nicely. To ensure the springs don't touch each other, a machine binds fabric between them by sealing both sides, and it actually looks quite beautiful. Next, the fabric-covered spring units are cut into the required size, and an automatic machine arranges them into the standard shape of a bed. A worker then checks to confirm the dimensions are correct. These spring units are taken to another table, where thin steel rods are installed around the perimeter of the bed to reinforce the edges. The knitted fabric is then stitched to the steel rods using fine wire and a modern sewing machine, creating a strong and secure connection. Now comes another roll of thin polyurethane foam, which is carefully sewn and fixed around the perimeter of the spring bed. Finally, we reach the last and most important part of the bed-making process. Workers feed a long roll of knitted fabric into a massive sewing machine. Inside this machine, a soft, thick, cotton-like layer is placed between two layers of fabric and stitched together. This step is extremely satisfying to watch. A female worker then takes the stitched fabric layer and neatly sews its edges. Meanwhile, a thick and heavy outer fabric is cut to match the bed's size and sewn together at the ends. A worker attaches the company's logo and tags to this outer cover. Now, this fabric cover is tightly fitted around the spring bed and beautifully sewn using an advanced machine, something a regular sewing machine could never do. Then, the bed is taken to a finishing table, where a foam layer is placed on top based on the required comfort level. The foam and the soft fabric are neatly layered and stitched together. This process is done not just on one side, but on both sides of the bed, making it reversible and fully usable. And at last, your favorite bed is ready. To make it portable, the bed is placed inside a machine where a thick plastic wrap is applied. Then it is compressed under a hydraulic press, removing all the air. This helps the bed become easy to carry. Lastly, the compressed bed is passed through a high-tech rolling machine, which packs it perfectly and makes it ready to travel the world. And as you can see, these beds are incredibly flexible and durable. If you noticed any small errors, please view them kindly. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay with us for more amazing content.